Now here's where it gets tricky. And this is where fine tuning comes in. I mean down to the 100th of a millimeter. Now what I've done is I've taken the skirts off this new piston. It doesn't have rings on it. And then we want to go up to top dead center and take a look. Okay, now we look at that on top dead center. See if I can get this high definition camera to work. You can tell that it is almost, the piston is almost to the top of the gasket right here, and the gasket will be slightly compressed. What that tells me is that just by looking at it, this deck is too high. I mean, this is your deck. Okay, the piston is too high, which means I have to do one thing. Now I just put this cylinder on, all right? Now, the guys at VTCYCLES in Hawaii, I mean, I really like them because they throw in, I mean, they take care of you. They know that they call me the American Howley. And I think it means it's a really good looking white guy. That's what I think it means. They're always calling me that. But they gave me these different thickness of base gaskets for right here, and this has no base gasket on it. Now what I will do is, that may be a 32nd of an inch or a half a millimeter, is I will put it underneath here, and I'll raise, if you watch, I'll raise up that cylinder maybe that far, and you can see how that changes things. And what's important is I have to get that piston to come up and get a proper squish band. This is your squish band. I have to get the piston to come up and get in the proper area for this squish band. I can't get it too less and it won't ignite the fuel. If I get it too close to it, it'll bang on this, just like that other piston did. Then you have another problem if you're building a stroker, and I'll show you. Remember what I told you about? You're going to have to cut down the piston. See the piston right there? You're going to have to cut that down so that it won't bang on the bottom down here. But you have to leave enough meat on it so when it's at top dead center, right like it is, that piston is going to completely cover that exhaust port, huge exhaust port. And there's very little leeway with that. So we go all the way down to bottom dead center. All right, we want to take a look in here. You know, we're all learning about these two strokes. I mean, the guys in Hawaii know everything, but shit, I don't. And if you look at the piston crown, should, in my opinion, go down and touch just below the opening of these ports here and here and here and here. Now let's take a look and see what that looks like up this way. You see the piston right there? Let's see. You see the top of the piston? Well, that I think should, now I'm not positive because I'm just guessing. I think the piston should come down to where it totally opens the exhaust. The only way I can fix that is to raise this cylinder with these base gaskets. So now comes the tricky part. I have to raise the cylinder to where the piston is not going to hit at top dead center. Okay? And I also have to raise the cylinder so that this doesn't hit in here. But if I raise it too high, then the piston will start to go down like this. See, that may be too much. See, your top dead center is right there. And if I go down, see if I go down, because I put the gaskets underneath, then my squish band may be not good enough. The squish band, it has to be almost perfect, I think, according to the books here on the ring flutter. And this is my book. And where'd it go? Two-Stroke Performance Tuning by Graham Bell. And then we'll go on to something else here.